Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter Foundation, and I also have another video on this foundation. So if it's something that you have saw on my channel, that's why I have two reviews. The first one was of a different shade that of course didn't match me, so I couldn't really get with that one. So I gave the foundation another chance and I came back to review another shade with you guys just to make sure that it wasn't anything on my part that was affecting the overall results of the foundation. So I did pick up the color 410 Cappuccino. The last one I had was 400 Caramel, and it was not it at all. If you want to see how good it actually is and how I applied it and all those things, then make sure you keep watching. So what I want to do first is go in with some makeup wipes and wipe my face. It's clean or whatever, but for the most part it's clean. I just put powder on today. I just want to wipe the powder off because I'm going to go in and apply moisturizer. Because I want to make sure that I moisturize my face so that this foundation can have something to stick to or something. I don't know. Because it was, in the last tutorial, it was like it was too dry and cakey looking. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm just going to grab my embryo lease and I'm going to apply that to my face first. So I did use Pond's the other day, but I applied it way before I filmed the video. So today I'm just going to do everything all together so we can see if it's the foundation or was it just me? So what we did find out about the foundation is that it's better applied with a brush. So I'm going to apply it with a brush on one side, and then I'm going to apply it on the other side with a sponge just to make sure that it's not me, or it wasn't me in the last tutorial. So I'm trying to give this foundation a chance. Once again, going in. So in the last video, I basically went over all of the things about this foundation. So I'm not going to go over everything again, but I will go over some things that I think is important. So in the last tutorial, I realized that, well, the last review, I realized that the foundation just looked like it had like a white cast to it. And what I'm thinking now is that it may have something to do with the fact that the foundation has SPF inside of it. This just took so long to come out. And also when I used the sponge to apply the foundation just appeared like really dry and streaky. So I don't know if it was the water that was giving it that feel. It does have 4 stars online though, so I don't know what that's about. All I can do is basically try it. So this is what's coming out right now. I need a mirror. So I'm gonna apply it with this. Oh, this does look like more of my shade. Because that last thing was not going too good. So it looks like with a moisturized face, it's applying very good. So something that I was doing yesterday wasn't right. The brush, the sponge is even looking pretty good for the most part. I guess I got to, just pat it in instead of like swiping it. But it's actually looking pretty good, guys. So let's see. Let's see. It is creating like this type ring-like effect from the actual sponge. If you could see that. But this Cappuccino shade is definitely looking like my color. Yeah, so it's taken very well to the Amber Release, because that's also a primer if you guys didn't know. So it's taken very well to that. So we're getting some progress. Use a brush to blend it. And this is just a little kabuki brush. So I'm just, using that. But okay, so with the sponge applicator that's actually on the foundation, you can basically just use that to apply the foundation. You definitely can't do too much with that as far as like blending out your foundation. So that part was kind of like a epic fail. Like I said in my other tutorial, this shade is actually like on point. That's crazy. This shade is definitely like on point right now. Like I'm getting excited. Yesterday I was kind of like, nah. Well, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before actually. But yeah, I was just like, nah. Like, what's going on? But now I'm looking like this might be it, y'all. This might be it. You see what skin prep? Do you see what it'll do? So basically, make sure that you're moisturized really well before you use this foundation. Okay, so I just wet my beauty sponge. I dampened it. I tried to squeeze as much water out as possible so that, you know, nothing will interfere with the actual foundation application. So yeah, this looks way better than yesterday's application. I mean, whatever day that was that I filmed that video, I think it may have been the day before yesterday, but you know, you guys get the point. So as you can see, I am going over on this side and just making sure that I'm getting a more natural, flawless finish. This foundation definitely looked orange when I swatched it on my hand in the store. I actually had one foundation the day that I went in and got the first shade that I reviewed, so I couldn't swatch it on my face. But this is doing something. It looks pretty good. But what I do want to say is that I think that a brush application is better than a sponge. So I will tell you guys that much. So yes, a brush application is definitely better than a sponge. I feel like I was doing something wrong in the last review, so this time it looks much better. It's not the best foundation I've had before, but it's definitely not a bad purchase. It's still like a waste of money because of the fact that, you know, you can't use the sponge that's on top of it to blend. But I mean, waste of money because you're basically wasting product, if you ask me. It is decent, but I don't think it's worth $20 at all. But it is good. I mean, the coverage is good. You get to decide whether it's worth the money. I'll just say that much. Those are basically my thoughts. It still does look a little heavy though. I don't usually apply my foundation all over my face anymore. I usually just use it in the center areas of my face and kind of like blend the rest of the product outward. So it does look like a lot for me right now. I'm just gonna go and contour, highlight, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys. So the claims on this foundation says that it is an innovative formula that works with your skin type to even and smooth skin tone. So do I agree with that? Yeah, because the foundation actually matched my skin tone, I think that claim is true. It says full range of high definition shades. They did have a few shades. You know, just like any other foundation brand or brand has a bunch of lights, then they have the medium, and then they have like that one dark shade. That was what I saw. So I don't really feel like that is true, that it's a full range of shades, but you know, to each his own. Then it says fresh face, natural finish. I think it did give me a natural finish for the most part. I just went in and contoured and highlighted. I used the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I also used the Black Opal Foundation Stick. It does look pretty good for the most part, so I can't complain about that. It gives a pretty natural finish depending on the way that you prep your skin. So if you prep your skin correctly, it's going to give you a good finish. Medium buildable coverage. I think the coverage is medium to buildable, so that claim is also true. High definition filtered technology captures and transforms any light to blur and soften flaws, leaving the perfect app filtered look. Now, I do want to take some photos just so you guys can see. I wish I would have took some photos before I actually contoured and highlighted, but for the most part, you'll still be able to get the picture. It does look good. It actually looked very good on the monitor, so I think that is true, but I am going to include some pictures with the flash, without the flash, and things of that nature. It also has an SPF of 20 protection, and I think that's why the last shade that I had was like super like white cast type thing going on. It also claims to be all day wear. I don't know that I'm going to wear this foundation all day. It's actually 407. Maybe I will try to keep it on for a few hours. The first thing it says is unique built-in sponge applicator makes it easy to blend foundation. I do not think that that's true. I think that that's a claim that did not measure up to the claim. I think that statement didn't measure up to the claim. So, yeah, I don't know about that. But for the most part, out of all of these benefits, most of them were true. In the first video, of course, it was going to be a no because that wasn't my actual shade. But now that I have my actual shade, I think that the foundation works pretty good. Like, I would use it again, but I definitely will not buy it again. So that's it. Like, I would use this again over and over until it's gone, but I will not buy it again. I'm sorry. That's just my truth. And I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. It's definitely, you know, a good foundation for the most part, but it's just too many things that were unacceptable, not even regarding the claims of the foundation, but just the overall like packaging and the sponge not really being like effective, and the foundation being like $20. So it's really $17.99, but it shouldn't be that much. And you know, like, it just looks cheap to me. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. The twisting of the foundation to make it come up was just too extra. Like, I wasn't feeling that at all. I really do like the foundation for the most part. The coverage looks nice. It really does look pretty good. So if you like this video or you like videos like this, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you like my channel, then you can definitely subscribe to me and join the family. Don't forget to click that bell down below though, so that you can be notified every time I upload. And I thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.